Every John Cena vs. AJ Styles match, including WWE Crown Jewel 2025, ranked worst to best. John Cena and AJ Styles have delivered several enthralling singles WWE clashes against each other. Here's a ranked list of all their matches. The John Cena vs. AJ Styles match at Crown Jewel 2025 showcased why these two WWE icons are considered among the best in business. Besides Cena and Styles' massive statures in the fanbase, the mutual respect between the in-ring competitors after their match displayed how both hold each other's accomplishments in high regard. However, the Cena vs. Styles clash at Crown Jewel 2025 was far from being the first time this touted pair locked horns inside the ring. A look at the history of the kayfabe rivalry between the Cenation star and the Phenomenal One reveals that these two have faced each other in 5 singles matches, including their latest clash on October 11th. Almost all of the 5 Cena vs. Styles clashes were certified bangers, given that they featured 2 top-tier stars in the world of pro wrestling. Still, there will always be space for an analysis of the encounters to rank them according to their quality. So here's our list of every Cena vs. Styles WWE match in an inverted format, i.e., ranked from the worst to the best. John Cena vs. AJ Styles. Money in the Bank, June 19, 2016. Styles kicked off his rivalry with Cena with a victory in their first WWE encounter at Money in the Bank 2016 on June 19. We rate this Cena vs. Styles clash as the least impressive one of the lot due to a combination of several factors. The match's almost 17-minute runtime is its first drawback, considering its somewhat sluggish pace. In the initial minutes, both stars chose to showboat and engage in verbal banter more than wrestling. While most avid wrestling fans can hold their patience until the conclusion of such encounters, casual ones often bounce off. The Phenomenal One eventually emerged as the victor, but his feat came after his allies of the time, The Club, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson, intervened in the match and turned it in his favor. Check out the full match below. Styles' unfair victory in the match is also a significant reason for keeping this one at the bottom of the lot. Point for John Cena vs. AJ Styles. SmackDown, February 27, 2018. Our list features the 4th Cena vs. Styles match in the 4th spot, which took place during the February 27, 2018 episode of SmackDown. By this time, Styles had built his reputation as one of the most noted WWE stars in the community, along with being the reigning WWE champion. However, this clash wasn't for Styles' WWE title. The match featured an exciting showdown where both stars subjected each other to almost all of their renowned moves. Nevertheless, Cena and Styles also exchanged a few signature maneuvers and performed them inside the ring in this match. This was also the first Cena vs. Styles clash to feature the use of elements outside the ring, including the steel steps. It ended with Cena earning a hard-fought pinfall over Styles. Check out the full match below. Despite nowhere being a lackluster encounter, the better quality of the other encounters on the list keeps this one in 4th place. 3rd John Cena vs. AJ Styles. Royal Rumble, January 29, 2017. The 3rd spot on our list coincidentally features the 3rd overall encounter between Cena and Styles, just like the previous entry. However, this match, which took place at the Royal Rumble on January 29, 2017, is the only Cena vs. Styles encounter involving a title. It was for the prized WWE Championship, with Styles stepping in as the champion and Cena the challenger. Styles played the aggressor during the initial phase of the match, but Cena didn't take much time to catch up. Both Cena and Styles also kicked out of each other's finishers, which compelled them to improvise the move that in the end, Cena emerged as the victor and bagged Styles' WWE title after catching him midway while delivering a phenomenal forearm and hitting him with an attitude adjustment. Check out the full match below. This clash between the two wrestling icons almost touched the 25-minute mark. Still, its high pace and collection of enthralling moves executed by the competitors made it a barn-burner. 2nd John Cena vs. AJ Styles. SummerSlam, August 21, 2016. Fans didn't have to wait much to witness the next chapter of the Cena vs. Styles rivalry after their first meeting at Money in the Bank on June 19, 2016. The Cena star had his second singles encounter with the Lone Wolf at SummerSlam on August 21st, 2016, just 2 months following their Money in the Bank match, where Styles walked away with a victory in an unfair way. By this time, Cena and Styles had built a remarkable in-ring chemistry, which resulted in both stars selling each other's moves to perfection. While non-title matches hardly exceed the 20-minute mark, this one stretched almost 22 minutes. However, Cena and Styles' incredible in-ring antics didn't leave much space for fans to complain. Check out the full match below. With both stars kicking out of each other's finishers and breaking their opponents' signature submission holds, this Cena vs. Styles clash is also widely considered one of the best matches of the year 2016. As a result, it takes the title of the second-best Cena vs. Styles match of all time in our list. Point 1. John Cena vs. AJ Styles. Crown Jewel, October 11, 2025. It would be wrong to assume that the Cena vs. Styles clash at Crown Jewel was the last singles match between these two wrestling icons, especially since both Cena and Styles are in the twilight days of their careers. With Cena's retirement tour scheduled to end on the December 13th edition of Saturday Night's Main Event and Styles set to retire in 2026, fans may not get another installment of this touted rivalry. Cena and Styles are both 48 years old, but their performances at Crown Jewel hardly showcased any difference from their 2016-17 encounters, when both were in their primes. This one also featured both stars kicking out of each other's improvised finishers, but the fact that made this match stand out is that both Cena and Styles paid tribute to several WWE stars, current and former, by performing their signature moves. Fans also enjoyed the match's outcome, as most wanted a victory for Cena after his devastating loss to Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza. No kids were seen crying this time as the Cena star triumphed over Styles. Check out the highlights of the match below. Despite being the longest Cena vs. Styles clash in history, 27:12, the Perth crowd roared throughout the encounter, proving the high quality of the showdown between the two stars. As a result, we rate the Cena vs. Styles match at Crown Jewel 2025 the best in the history of their 5-match rivalry. Do you agree with our rankings for the Cena vs. Styles clashes in WWE history? Also, are you satisfied with this rivalry possibly ending 3-2 in Cena's favor? Let us know in the comments below.